Our Digipreneur is here with us on the Zoom line. Keron Rose, good morning to you. Compliments of the season yet again. Welcome.
Season's greetings, JW. How things?
All is well, and I must say, based on today's discussion, I'm sure it will be even better because just in time for the holiday and more so beyond, because it's not a holiday, I guess, rollout. I understand there are some major movements and developments in the fintech world. That's financial technology, right? Fintech?
Yes, that's exactly it.
What's new? Talk to us. We stand by for all the breaking news.
Yeah, man. So, it's always good to see new players coming out into the space that are launching applications that we, the citizens, can utilize to be able to make our lives a bit easier. So I'll tackle the first announcement that happened last week. So last week we finally had the launch and unveiling of the new Pesh Money Digital Wallet. And that took place at One Fintech Avenue, where the CEO, Simon Fortuné, held the unveiling of the application. Now, Pesh Money is a digital wallet where friends and family, if you're thinking about, if you've ever heard of Cash App or Venmo or Zelle in the States, that would probably be the most equivalent thing. So with Pesh Money Digital Wallet, you can load money from your bank account into the digital wallet. And rather than using, say, a bank transfer to send money to and from, because we know with bank transfers, you'd have to contact the person, get their name, their banking details, and sometimes there can be problems because you put in the wrong number and then, you go through the whole process to try to get your money back. With Pesh Money, you would simply get the person's username, and once you have money in your digital wallet, you can send money to and from the person via the app, making it a lot easier.
Any limitations to location? So let's say someone, they live in Trinidad, their child is overseas, probably studying, they want to send the child some money to top up for the week for food or for other amenities. Could a parent send money to a child overseas with that Pesh Money?
Yeah, so with Pesh Money in particular is a Trinidad and Tobago only product. Now, if the person is overseas, but they have a Trinidad bank account, right? They can send money. As long as they're a Trinidad citizen and they have a Trinidad bank account, you can send money to them. And we all know a lot of people do have credit cards, especially when they go overseas. So you could pesh the money to somebody and it be received into their bank account, which they could then put on their credit card. So as long as they are a Trinidad and Tobago citizen and they have a Trinidad bank account, then Pesh Money is a great way for you to be able to send money to friends and family.
Wow, so Pesh Money, and that's clearly, it's ready for market? It's up and ready to go?
Yeah, so I actually have it. I downloaded it last week. And one thing I will say, I can't really show it too much on camera because of the glare and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what I like about the application is that it's extremely easy to use, very easy to sign up. Secure as well. They have taken great pride in the security of their platform to prevent any bad actors as well. So your money is really safe. And on top of that, what I like the most is that because it's so easy to use, the UI is also very good. So when we say things like it looks like it was built in foreign,
yeah,
it has that foreign feel, it has that foreign polish.
Well,
so it's a really well-built app.
Keron, well, here what? Pesh me something. Let me see if it's working now. Just kidding. Just kidding. Keron, like, what? You put on the phone one time, like. Keron.
Yeah.
They say inside you should have sent $1. Just send $1 to make sure it's working. Are there limitations? Are there limitations though?
So what they have, because I don't want to butcher it, but what I would tell everybody is the limitations. They do have how much money you can send per transaction and how much you could send per week. So you can actually visit the Pesh Money website to see exactly what the financial transaction limits are. So you can't go and send $20,000 via Pesh. This is if you want to send like $1,000. Again, there's a weekly limit as well. So you're not going to go and send $20,000 via Pesh. But this is good if you're out with friends and you guys need somebody's paying the bill and you want to send the person money so you can cover your half, you would just Pesh them the money.
And with the Pesh, what you're using to pay, you're going to withdraw, or you could use your phone to make payments with this Pesh, based on.
So this is just a digital wallet to send money to each other via the app. Now, as we shift into the other big announcement, that is more in line with where you are about to go. So the next big announcement is wipay presents their new Color Bank app. Now, because there's a private unveiling of the new application and the functions, I won't let too much out the bag this week, and I'll explain a lot more next week. But with Color, there's a couple of key things, right? So one of the big features that I want to talk about today that we can let out the bag is we know that given a lot of the cyber breaches that have happened over the past couple of months, people are starting to get they're getting worried about, using their credit cards online. One of the big features of the new Color Bank card, right? And I have my own here, right? You can actually use this card and you can connect your credit card to the Color Bank app, and you can use your Color Bank card. Instead of putting your credit card online, you can actually use your Color Bank card, and this will pull the money from your credit card, but you're not exposing your credit card details online. You're only using the credit card from Color Bank, and that is what's getting put online. But it's going to be pulling the money from your credit card. So you don't have to worry about, getting your credit card exposed. And if something does get compromised, well, this is just a charge card. You could always go back to Color and get another card if that card gets compromised online.
Could I use that Color card point of sale to pay for an item in real time?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So you can use the Color card at point of sale terminals. I actually have a couple of videos of me going to the ATM. So I've gone to FCB and used their tap to pay feature, or their NFC feature on the ATMs. Tap my card to receive money, right? Also, their new Color app that's going to be coming out. You can actually use your phone to be able to tap to pay for your products and services at point of sale, or use your phone at the ATMs to tap to pay as well. So that's a great tool that's going to be launching this Wednesday. And the last thing I'll let out the bag before the unveiling is that if you are a business, right, this is something that you're going to want, because one of the big things that people are saying is that as a business owner, they don't want to have to download another app to conduct transactions. If you have people that are coming in from foreign, right? They don't want to have to download an app to be able to pay you. They want to just be able to come to your business, use their credit card, and you're going to be able to tap on that person's phone or send money via a link. Like the business could send you a link for your invoice via WhatsApp. They can tap on the link, and the foreigner could use their credit card and pay you, and the money come into their Color Bank app. And then you can now push the money to your Color Bank Visa debit card to be able to go and use that funds.
Wow, this is mind-blowing. Listen, I want us to expand on it next week. I know you said the launch is happening this week, so when more information is, well, the information is there, but I know obviously we have to, it's time sensitive. Yeah. So next week, I'd love to get some more. And I think Pesh, that word itself and that application will be part of the language going forward, because when it becomes very popular, men will be like, hey, Pesh, like I could hear it already in conversation.
You could definitely see it. And the one thing I'll say in closing, right? I was there in Medellin, Colombia for the launch of wipay Colombia. And one of the things that trip taught me was that we are very far behind in the Caribbean, but Color and Pesh, we're catching up, right? And Color is giving us some tools that are really needed. So in Medellin, the side of the road vendor selling churros. When I went up to him to buy churros, I was ready to pull out my cash. And whilst I was pulling out the cash, the vendor asked me, how do you want to pay? And I was like, well, what do you mean, how do I want to pay? Is it cash only? Because I'm so accustomed to doubles in Trinidad, only taking cash. The man said, no, he pulls out his phone, and I could tap my card on his device to pay him. He could also have sent me a link where I could put in my bank card details and pay him. That's all happening on the side of the road. That is some of the features that are coming out with Color. So again, all business owners need to pay attention to what's about to launch with Color, because this is a great business tool to digitize your transactions and allow foreigners from all over the world to come into the country and pay you.
Keron, thank you so much with the amazing, I would say, update breaking news in the fintech world. We'll touch base again next week, God spare.
Next week. Take care.
Keron Rose, our Digipreneur. Pesh, Collar, remember the names. We in the times, yeah, it reach. That's the world and that's the direction we're heading, more or less cashless, and people using their phones and using cards to move the transactions. But again, there are those who love the old school. They love that feel of money and the smell of it. They love to feel it in their pocket. But indeed, that is becoming less and less. We come back. Health and wellness.